What's going on, y'all? Welcome into the show. This is the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network with a special Friday night edition. I want to thank y'all for tuning in and joining me tonight. Happy Friday to you all. It's about to be live tonight, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. And all I got to say is Vegas sports is booming. Period. Vegas sports is booming. Our teams are starting to become household names. And I'm just excited, man. I really, really am. In all these different leagues, these Vegas teams are making some noise. And it's exciting for me to be able to cover it. Um, I'm not sure if anyone has paid attention to my latest Facebook posts and things like that, but I have recently received my aviators credentials. So I will be attending Las Vegas Aviators games. So I'm excited for that. I'm happy to go on this journey of becoming a journalist and a sportscaster and a on-air personality for Fuel Sports Network and just everything that's going on. And I greatly appreciate everyone for all the support, all the love that you've given me. So without further ado, y'all, let's talk some Vegas sports because it's going down. But first, I got to do it every time. Make sure you guys go and the show, follow the socials, you know, the JTK show on X, the Jersey the King show on Facebook with an E, the Jersey the King show with an E, the JTK show on IG, and the Jersey the King show on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. But again, welcome in. Happy Friday to everyone. Demont Parker, what's going on, brother? How are you, bro? What's up? Yo, Demont. What is going on? All the way from PA, man. Checking in. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for tuning into the show. I'm on TV now, bro. I'm definitely on TV now. Got my own television show on Fuel Sports Network. If you haven't already, go and download Fuel Sports Network on your Roku and Amazon TV and devices. So that's Roku TV, Amazon TV, Roku Stick, and Amazon Fire Stick. You already know what it is. And if you haven't already, go and follow all of Fuel Sports Network's socials. As you see there, the one for IG is now Fuel Sports Network as well. It's actually Fuel Sports Network, but the rest are as you see them there. So make sure you guys check in with Fuel, show some love, and definitely follow. But yeah, man, it's time to really get into it, man. Let's start with the W. Let's just start with the W. I know, y'all know I'm an advocate for women's professional sports. I'm an advocate for the WNBA for real, like specifically because we have a team out here and we have so many players on our team doing great things. So if you're not familiar with what's going on in Vegas, I'm going to tune you in. Welcome to Sin City, baby. That's all I can say. Let's talk about it now. And and before we get to the Aces, there's a lot going on in the W, especially with our rookies. Everybody knows about the whole thing going on with Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, the whole back and forth, the whole drama, all this extra stuff. But let me tell y'all what is really going on. These women are balling. Credit where credit is due is what I'm about to give. Um, I know I've been a little critical of Caitlin Clark, and she's starting to show flashes of what she's going to become in this league. Um, she is currently one of the only players in WNBA history now, as well as a rookie, with multiple games of 20 points and 10 assists. It's a big feat for her. So congratulations to her on that. But Angel Reese, though, has done something that no other player in WNBA history has done. And that's record 13 straight double doubles in a row in a single WNBA season. And she's the first person, not just rookie, or excuse me, first player, not just rookie player, but first player in WNBA history to record 13 straight double doubles. Now, just imagine there's about 20 games left in the regular season. We got the All-Star break coming up. We got Olympics coming up. So there's going to be a little extensive break in the WNBA season. But when we come back from the second, and start the second half, there's going to be 20 games left. And just imagine if Angel Reese continues on this streak. That will be 33 straight games. If she continues to get a double-double every game for the rest of the season, that will be 33 straight games with a double-double. And that would be the record, and everyone else would be trying to chase that record. So she's making a bid for Rookie of the Year, and she's making a strong case for Rookie of the Year on top of that. So a lot is going on, y'all, and I'm really excited for it. And there's some other rookies that are making noise, and there's other players like Jill Scott, man. She's really done a lot for Seattle, and what she's doing growth-wise, you can see it on the court. Um, Arike Agumbawale for Dallas, you can see the growth from when she first got into the league until now. Like, there's so much going on. Kennedy Carter, Dejanay Johnson. I mean, there's just to name a few. Sabrina Ionescu, the real female Steph Curry of the W. You know what I'm saying? There's Stewie, like Brittany Griner coming back and doing what she's doing and still being dominant and still being a presence in the WNBA. There's so much going on. There's so many players doing so many great things, and the popularity and the growth of this league is showing, and I'm really excited for it. It's not just one player. It's all these players. It really, really is. It's all these players. So think about that, everyone, when you really pay attention to the WNBA. It's not just one player like the media is trying to make it out to be. It's all these players and what they're doing. And it's just facts. Sorry. But let's get into it. A'ja Wilson continues to make history. She just continues to make history. She won 2 ESPYs for the best athlete in women's sports, as well as the best WNBA player. So shout out to the living legend in the making, the GOAT in the making, the 3-time, we're just gonna say it, 3-time WNBA MVP, because she's getting MVP this year. She feels some type of way about that 4th place voting last year, and that's some fuel, all pun intended, added to her drive, and you see what she's doing. Congratulations to her for definitely getting those 2 dubs in the ESPY Awards. That's a great feat for her. That's a great couple of awards to add to her collection. I'm gonna say it like that. Also, in other Aces news, our girl Megan Gustafson is headed to Paris for the Espanyol team, for the Spain team, and she will be playing in the Olympics with the Spain team. So shout out to Megan, and I know she's probably gonna take her pup with her. So y'all get ready. It's going down. Pups in Paris with Megan Gustafson. It's going down. I love it. I'm excited for it. But let's talk about earlier this week in Aces news. Let's shift the focus directly to our Aces here in Vegas. We won back-to-back road games earlier this week. And when I say A'ja Wilson is a GOAT in the making, 24 points and 20 rebounds in just the last game on Wednesday. 24 points and 20 rebounds. 20 of them things. She is making her claim. The game before that, we took on the Dallas Wings in Dallas. Got a huge road win, 104-85. We did lose to the LA Sparks in overtime last week, 98-95, or 98-93, excuse me. But since then, on this road trip, we've been dominant. As you can see, 84-79 victory, as well as the huge win tonight with defeating the Atlanta Dream in Atlanta for our third straight road win, 84-70. And y'all, A'ja Wilson is nasty. She's just a monster. She's a monster. She almost had another 20 rebounds. She is the best player in the WNBA. Hands down. There is nobody better than her. There is nobody better than her. I don't care what anyone says. You can look at every player in the W. There is no one better right now than A'ja Wilson. She is making her claim for the MVP, and there should be like a Player of the Year award, like an Offensive Player of the Year award, Defensive Player of the Year award. Like she should get the Offensive Player of the Year award as well, and she should probably get the Defensive Player of the Year award. That's how dominant she's been. Like literally, she gets a block every game, at least one block a game, if not 2, 3, or 4. She gets she's averaging at least 1 to 2 steals a game, and then on rebounds. Come on now. We're not even going to talk of rebounds. But here's the highlights from the Atlanta Dream and the Las Vegas Aces game.
And that's how Tanisha Wright wants her team to play. She knows that they have their best chance in transition when the defense is not set up. 5-on-2, 5-on-3. That's the help side defense that Tanisha Wright was talking about in shoot around today. Her team playing the gaps and helping the helper.
The 3-ball helping the Aces out as they have regained the lead. We're going back and forth here in the second quarter.
But back to this shot by Kelsey Plum. She knocks down the 3-point shot. This is what you don't want to give.
You talk about how they're the #1 scoring team in the league. They have the 4th best efficiency on the defensive end as well as A'ja Wilson.
Atlanta's got to do a better job of being more intense on the defensive end. That was too easy for Jackie.
Young, Wilson, and Plum in double figures. Tiffany Hayes out front. Her speed, very familiar.
Than some of the players on this team, they come up with the steal, gets a little over the head of Nia Coffey. And this is the #1 team in pace, the Las Vegas Aces. Hayes just gets out and gets the assist.
Gray, up top, count it.
Tough basket over the longer outstretched arms of Haley Jones, just using that screen. Gray not forcing anything, knows that she's still kind of fresh coming off an injury, uses a screen by A'ja Wilson and just gets Haley on her hip.
Oh yeah, just got an SB for being the best female athlete of last year.
What can't my soror do is...
Oh, here you go. I knew it was coming.
Nice defense by Caldwell to just keep her hands straight up and not commit the foul.
Single-digit game for the first time since the second quarter. Atlanta turns it over there. 14 as A'ja Wilson piling on points.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Just saying. You want to see A'ja Wilson's highlights? Here they go before commercial break.
20
Just saying.
plus points in that one as well. Off the mark on that attempt, A'ja Wilson first to the ball, taking on Tina Charles and gets the bucket. Atlanta now on a 17-5 run, and how about this? Atlanta's bench outscoring the Aces with the 3 from outside from Wilson.
Smart decision by Gray, realizing she didn't have the number. She was 1-on-4.
A lot of bodies around Nia Coffey. That will be a turnover for Atlanta, and great defense.
She saw A'ja Wilson and made the smart decision and kicked it out.
A'ja Wilson, can she do it again? Yes! You talk about how they're the #1 scoring team in the league. They have the 4th best efficiency on the defensive end as well as A'ja Wilson.
So we told you guys in the open she can stretch the floor because she can shoot the ball. Now that the Dream are playing her for that 3, she puts the ball on the floor.
Has been missed for Atlanta. Was one of the top 3 leading scorers before she had the ankle injury.
Her first 3 a couple possessions ago in this third quarter. She's now 3 of 4. That's better than a lot of guards in this league. Nice defense by Caldwell to just keep her hands straight up and not commit the foul.
Single-digit game for the first time since the second quarter. Atlanta turns it over there. 14 as A'ja Wilson. Aces on a 3-game road trip, and A'ja Wilson has been her, will be her.
She is a beast. Did y'all see the block in the couple steals that I was talking about, and why she should get Defensive Player of the Year, as well as Offensive Player of the Year, as well as MVP? I'm just saying, when you're that dominant, she put up 33 and 18 tonight after coming off a 24 and 20 performance. Like, what is going on? Kelsey Plum was right. Just 28 points for her a night is nothing. To average 28 points a night, that's just another day at the office for her. So, like, it's unanimous. It's unanimous. If anyone else is even close in the conversation of MVP, something's wrong. She is unanimously right now. It's unanimous right now. There is no one better in the W. There's no one better. There is no one performing better in the W than A'ja Wilson. We're going to go into a quick commercial break, y'all. 2 minutes. We'll be right back with more WNBA and Aces news, as well as more Vegas sports news, because there's a lot going on tonight. So y'all sit back, relax, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
Welcome back to the Jersey the King show, live on Fuel Sports Network. Big shout out to our sponsors, W Energy Powder, Just Meat Jerky, True Victory Apparel, McDougal Bats, and Retro Royals Apparel as well. I want to thank you all for sponsoring the network and being a part of Fuel's growth and Fuel's movement. So shout out to our sponsors for sure. And make sure you use all of the codes to save 10 or 15% on the products from our sponsors. So definitely check out all our sponsors and show some love, man. But let's get back into it, y'all. Like I said, man, A'ja Wilson has just been making history. And I speak so much about it because, again, she's the Western Conference Player of the Week. More than likely will be the Western Conference Player of the Month again. Like, no one else is doing what she's doing this season. She's setting milestone after milestone, record after record. She now has the most points in franchise history. And that was before going into this game. She's at 4,300 and now 34 points, passing Sophia Young Malcolm to become the all-time leader. And this is of the Utah Stars, San Antonio Stars, and Las Vegas Aces as a whole franchise. Because the original franchise started in Utah as the Utah Stars, then was moved to San Antonio, and now moved to Vegas, where we found a home, a legitimate home. Not only that, also, she's now holding 10 25-point, 10 rebound games this season, which has tied her with Brittany Griner for the most in a single season in WNBA history. She's writing her story. Hence the rephrase of the word history to herstory. It's her story. And now she's going to grace the cover of NBA 2K25. I'm getting this, y'all. I'm getting the All-Star edition, but I'm gonna get the disc edition of the WNBA edition so that I can have that right here and I can go get Asia to sign it. I want Asia to sign it. I need her to sign it. This means a lot because she's making history, y'all. She is. She's really making history. Herstory. She's doing it all. She's doing it all. Gracing the cover of NBA 2K25 and possibly more to come. I'm waiting out. Who agrees with me on this? If you do play NBA 2K, who agrees with me on this? They need to make it to where the W players that you create in My Player are able to go to the city. Because how does NBA Live 19 allow men and women players to play against each other, but 2K is not caught on? What is going on, 2K? You're slacking. I've been talking about this for years. It should have been happening if you caught any of my gaming streams from the past. I'm just saying, 2K, catch up. Catch up. Now, let's move on to some lights news real quick. And the reason why is because they're 7 games unbeaten going into tonight against El Paso. And they're on a 2-game win streak. Well, now, let's make it official before we talk about tonight's game. Edson Ascona, no longer a lone player. He is permanently with the Lights FC, and he's here to stay. He is no longer on loan. He is now a permanent Lights FC player. And that's exciting for us because he's a really good player, growing and elevating his game to the next level so that he can get called up to the MLS. And that's what we're looking for, our players to eventually get called up. Like Reiku Arcozinha, our goalkeeper. Oh my goodness, this dude is crazy good. We took on the El Paso Locomotives tonight, and let me tell you, this was a really, really good game. Coleman Gannon, great reflexes, great eyes on the field, great offensive awareness. Got our first goal of the night in the 63rd minute off of a deflection shot. And it was a strike. He drilled it. Went right in. Then we get an own goal against El Paso. But either way, we more than likely would have scored. If the ball would have got past the defender, El Paso's defender, and got over to our other player, if that cross would have got over, either way, we would have scored a goal. Corey Bennett was right there. Noel was right there. There was enough players in the vicinity on the backside to just shoot the ball right in, behind the goalie, behind the defender. But instead, the defender got his foot out there, and on an unlucky bounce, it went straight in instead of tipping off the side of his boot and going out, or, giving them an opportunity to stop the goal. But we ended up winning 2-0. And now you can make that 3 games in a row in an 8-game unbeaten streak with draws and wins. We have not lost in 8 games. And we are currently on a 3-game win streak as of tonight. So congratulations to the Lights. Shout out to Dennis Sanchez, our head coach, who the commentators in tonight's game, or in tonight's match, was exclaiming that he should be in the Coach of the Year conversation because of the growth of this team over the last couple seasons and what he's done to where we are now. Just moving up the charts. We're moving up the standings. We're now on, I believe, 7th or 8th or 6th or 7th place from that 9th place we were in a couple weeks ago, 8th place we were in last week. So we're doing pretty well. We're getting points, and we're moving up in the USL championship standings in the Western Conference, and that's a good thing. And again, I agree with the commentators tonight. Dennis Sanchez, our head coach, our club manager, he should be definitely in the conversation for Coach of the Year. What's going on, Sandy? How are you tonight? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome into the show. Appreciate you being here. But definitely, Dennis Sanchez has done an amazing job with the Lights, and I'm excited for the future of this team and what Jose Batista, former Toronto Blue Jays player and MLB star, who is now the owner of the Lights, I'm appreciative of what he's done for this team as well. You know, renovating Cashman to where it looks like a nice home field for us to play at. You know, our pitch is very, very nice. If you look at our stadium, our pitch is very, very nice. So what they've done with this team, the turnaround we're seeing, the growth of this team, the chemistry with these players, go to these Lights FC games if you're able to when they're home at Cashman. Definitely go. They've renovated Cashman. Cashman looks great. It looks like a soccer stadium now, and it's definitely well-deserved for that team. So I'm excited to see the growth of the Lights FC's club, and I hope you guys are too, man. Go check them out. They play at Cashman. That's their home field. So, or you know what I mean? Go support Vegas Strong. You know how we do. Sin City, baby. Now, we're going to jump into another quick commercial break. Halfway through the show. I want to thank y'all again on this beautiful Friday edition of the Jersey the King Show for tuning in. But we'll be right back after these messages. Don't go nowhere.
If you aren't perfect, if you've ever struggled, if you've ever failed, if you want to get better, be better, and make our world better, this is the perfect brand for you. True Victory. Founded by U.S. military veterans, True Victory is a sportswear and streetwear brand dedicated to building everyday champions on and off the field. We're a cause. Our purpose is to transform lives and elevate humanity through the power and unity of sports, positive stories, and serving others. We're dedicated to the game, the grind, globe. But most importantly, we're dedicated to you. That's what it means to be always true.
Welcome back to the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network. If you haven't already, download the Fuel Sports Network app on your Roku and Amazon TV and devices. It's Roku TV, Amazon TV, Roku Stick, and Amazon Fire Stick. Also, you can check out www.fuelsportsnetwork.com. Check out the website. Go ahead and read some of our sports articles. Check out our everything. We have our audio podcasts on there as well, so you can check out those shows and get the best out of Fuel. And you can also watch Fuel Sports Network live on the website at www.fuelsportsnetwork.com. Now, when I tell you Vegas Strong is a real thing out here, we have different teams in different leagues. We have an indoor football league. You see, we have a Lights FC USL soccer club. We have the Lights FC USL Championship Soccer Club. We also have the Vegas Thrill volleyball team from the Pro Volleyball Federation, which they are going into their second season, which is amazing. We also have a AHL team, American Hockey League team, which is the minor league team of the Vegas Golden Knights. We have the Golden Knights. We have the Raiders. We are getting the Oakland Athletics in 2028. There's talk of an NBA team coming. We have the Aces. We have the lacrosse team, the Las Vegas Desert Dogs from the National Lacrosse League, the NLL. And we also have the Las Vegas Aviators, who tonight took on the Sugarland team out there in Texas. See, we've been all in Texas getting dubs. And we won tonight. And I can honestly say that I'm excited to go to this game when they come back from the road trip. I will be, as you guys know, I just received my media credentials for the Aviators, and I'm excited to go and cover my first baseball game. This is going to be really, really a step forward in my career and my exposure to more sports. So I'm really excited to definitely go to a game coming up here on the 19th. So that'll be my first game at the Aviators' new Las Vegas ballpark. So I'm excited for that, man. I really, really am. But in the latest on the Aviators, since the last week, with that loss, those 3 losses to Oklahoma City, we did end the series with 2 wins. On the 5th, Friday the 5th, we got a 11-7 win, and on the 6th, we got a 4-2 win to close out that series. But we did end that series 3-3 in that last week. So we ended the series with 3 wins and 3 losses. So not bad at all. Then we had a game postponed for Sugarland, the first game of the series postponed, and then the game on the 10th was actually canceled due to power reason. Now, the game on the 9th was actually rescheduled and postponed for the 13th. But we did take a loss in the first game of the series to Sugarland, 3-1. But then tonight we did bounce back. That was yesterday, excuse me. And then tonight we did bounce back with a 4-1 win and looking to go into this doubleheader tomorrow because we got that postponed game. But we're looking to go into that doubleheader tomorrow and get 2 wins and then come out of the series on the 14th, going into a 4-day break. We're looking to end this series with, 4 straight wins. And if we can accomplish that, that'll put us in a good position, coming into this home games stretch and then going to Reno after this 3-game series versus Salt Lake City at home. So I'm excited, like I said, to attend the game. I may only be able to go to the game on the 21st due to what time it starts. So I may not get to go to the Harry Potter night game, which would be so awesome. Only because I have to work. I work overnight, so unfortunately I may not. But we'll see. We'll see how things work out. You never know, you know. Might be able to get an Uber. Might be able to get an Uber to the game. But speaking of our IFL team, who is trying to be the first team to host an IFL championship, because the IFL championship game is the national championship game is held at Lee's Family Forum here in Henderson, Nevada, which is 15 minutes away from downtown Las Vegas on the freeway. But we did unfortunately take another L last week in San Diego. 1-point game, but just we're not closing out. It just comes down to that. We're not closing out these games, and we're not getting a big lead in these games. And that's the difference maker right now. But we still have a great team. We really, really do. We have 2 rookie defensive backs leading the league in interceptions, and Bryce Hampton and James Caesar. Bryce Hampton with 8, James Caesar with 6. And if I'm not mistaken, they have actually a few more. But here's the standings for the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference so far. And we still have not clinched. We've actually dropped in the standings to number 4 from being number 2 last week. We were actually number 2 in the standings, and with that win for San Diego, they clinched a playoff berth. We're looking to clinch a playoff berth this week with a win, and we need this W. We need to go into week 18 and come out of week 18 10-5. We definitely need to be able to clinch a playoff berth and head into the playoffs with a good position. That's what we really need. We need positioning to be able to have a good chance at hosting this IFL championship. And also, we're hosting a watch party for this game against Northern Arizona coming up. Northern Arizona Wranglers will be at Northern Arizona, so we're looking to host a watch party at the Craggy Range Sports Bar and Grill, which is located in the Lee's Family Forum arena. So head over there to be able to watch the game and check out everything that's going on. More details on what they'll be doing. If you are a season ticket holder, you have to show your season ticket to be able to get free drinks. And I believe there's wine, beer, and cocktails as an option. So that's definitely huge. And also, you can donate for the back to school drive that the Vegas the Nighthawks are hosting as well. So definitely check that out. Now, speaking of a back to school, their lacrosse team here in Vegas, the Desert Dogs, are hosting a free lacrosse clinic for kids 16 and under at Lee's Family Forum as well. It will be held on Sunday, July 28th. Check-in is at 1:45 p.m. It'll be held from 2 to 3:15. Bring your own stick, or one will be provided. Wear running shoes and athletic clothes. Bring a water bottle, and no experience is necessary. So they're going to teach these children 16 and under how to play lacrosse if they don't know already. Also, join the Desert Dogs for a movie night on July 28th as well at Lee's Family Forum. As you see, here's the whole lineup for Sunday, July 28th. You have tours from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. You have the lacrosse clinic from 2 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. And then the movie starts at 4 p.m. So if you don't want to, participate in the movie night, they're showing The Secret Life of Pets, which is an older film, but it's just the whole idea of having a movie night with the team and the team hosting it, and fans and players getting to meet the team and the coaches and things like that. A-Train, Arlington Lane, CEO of Fuel, I greatly appreciate you. And Sandy, I understand about being busy. I've been busy too, working and stuff, so I completely understand. But I want to thank our CEO for tuning in. And I definitely spelled announce wrong. So you know what? Forgive me. It's been a long one, y'all. But yeah, definitely check out the Desert Dogs, man. I'm excited to cover them next season as well. I do have my credentials for them, so I will be going to some Desert Dog games at Lee's Family Forum next season. So I'm excited for that as well, man. Their season will be starting soon. So I will try and have some of the players and coaches on the show so you guys can get to know them a little better as well before the season starts, because they are moving to Lee's Family Forum and they were playing there this year instead of where they were last year. So I'm excited for that as well for them. And now another team I'm excited to go and cover. Y'all know how much I'm a hockey fan. Like, I'm really a hockey fan, y'all. I really, really am. I promise you I am. I am seriously a hockey fan. And I am definitely excited to cover the Silver Knights. I'm definitely working on getting my credentials with the Vegas Golden Knights. Trust and believe I am. But I'm excited to cover the Silver Knights. And when we come back from this commercial break, we're going to break down the Silver Knights. Well, we're not even going to break it down. We're just going to announce what's going on with the Silver Knights. They released their schedule. And I want to just talk about it a little bit because the home opener has been released as well. So I'm excited, y'all. I really, really am. So sit back, relax. We'll be right back after this commercial break. More on the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network.
In the game, forget the money and fame. Stay ready, making sure that they'll remember my name. I got a hunger inside when the numbers are tied. Yo, I'ma turn it up a level, never will be denied.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
Back to the Jersey the King Show live on Fuel Sports Network. And before the break, like I said, I was talking about the Henderson Silver Knights, our American Hockey League team that's out here, the minor league team of the Vegas Golden Knights. You see my boy Jackie Eichel on the back. I love my BTK guys. But we're going to be talking some HSK tonight. Actually, with the Golden Knights, they have actually been playing their Battle for Vegas scrimmages. So, you know, follow the Vegas Golden Knights Twitter, aka X, for highlights as well as full video of the scrimmages. And you can also check out VegasGoldenKnights.com for more on the media section, on the website, and you can check out all the highlights and stuff that they have available. But our Silver Knights have released the 2025 season schedule, and I am excited. They've also released the home opener, and the season actually starts in October, and it's at Texas. As you see, second week of October, we're looking at 2 games versus Texas back to back. Then we got a nice 4-day break, 5-day break before we take on Calgary in our home opener. And that's the game I'm looking to attend on that Thursday night, 7 p.m. May not be able to go to that game only because we have the show. So we'll see. If we can do the show live from the game, that would be so cool. That would be the coolest. We'll see what happens. See if Fuel Sports Network can go live from the game. I don't know. That would be so dope. But home opener against the Calgary Wranglers, October 18th, 7 p.m., presented by Lee's Discount Liquor. It'll be held at Lee's Family Forum. Get ready for the Henderson Silver Knights. And here's the rest of the schedule. Again, for you guys, as you see, we got a long season, y'all. We got a long season from October to April. So I'm excited. I really, really am. I'm excited to cover the Silver Knights. Y'all know how much I love hockey. I know how much I love Vegas sports. And we now get Vegas sports at its finest. We're going into the season for the AHL and the Silver Knights. We'll be going into the season for the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. We're in the middle of this season currently for the Aces and the Lights FC Club, as well as the Aviators. And we're heading into training camp now for the Las Vegas Raiders. So there's a lot of sports going on and a lot of sports to come. We got the Raiders season coming up as well, and we've got the Golden Knights season coming up. So there's so much going on in sports. I'm going to be busy as heck, but it's going to be so fun to cover these teams and bring you guys Vegas sports and bring you guys some interviews with players and coaches and just everything going on. I hope to get some Silver Knights players on as well, so that you guys can get to know them better as well and get a little personal side of them live right here on the Jersey the King show. So I'll be working hard to get a lot of different special guests for you guys to tune into and check out. And with that, you guys know you can always send in your fan mail right here to jerseytheking@gmail.com and ask your fan mail questions, and they'll get asked and answered right here on the show. You guys know how we do. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this Friday edition of the show. We don't have any fan mail questions tonight, but just a heads up for all you fans watching, all the new fans watching, if you do have any questions about Vegas sports or combat sports, because you guys know I talk combat sports here on the show as well, which I do want to speak on really quickly before we end tonight. But I do talk combat sports, MMA, the Professional Fighters League, as well as the UFC. And I also talk Power Slap, which is a combat sport. I love Power Slap. It's that stuff is wild. If you haven't seen Power Slap, go to rumble.com or download the Rumble app and check out Power Slap. Power Slap is crazy. People are literally standing there and getting the snot smacked out of them. Like literally, they're standing there and just getting smacked. It is the craziest stuff to watch, but it's entertaining and it's a combat sport. So I love it. Power Slap 8, you guys know, just recently happened at Fontainebleau, and it was a great matchup, or a great card. A lot of different great matchups, and I was enjoying every single one of them. I wish I could have attended it in person, And unfortunately, I wasn't able to, but Power Slap was dope, and they did a heck of a job putting on a show out here in Las Vegas. So definitely, you guys know I talk about Vegas sports and Vegas events, sporting events that happen in Vegas as well. I'm excited to try and get my WWE media credentials as well. I'm working on that because next year we got WrestleMania coming to Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. It's going down. The biggest WrestleMania in history, in my opinion. I think it's going to be the biggest WrestleMania. It really, really is. I think it's going to be off the chain, especially with this new era that's going on in the WWE, man. We talk about it a lot on the A-Train show. So if you don't know about the A-Train show, definitely check out Fuel Sports Network, and you can get more information on what we do on the A-Train show and what we talk about on the A-Train show, man. It's either Association Monday, or we talk WNBA and NBA, or he'll talk. Him and Pastor Bailey will talk wrestling on Wednesdays for sure. And then Fridays is Fan Friday, So definitely check out the A-Train show 3 days a week on Fuel Sports Network, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So also, the PFL, their playoffs are starting soon. In August, we got it going on. Nashville, Washington, and I believe Houston are the locations. Washington, D.C., Nashville, and Houston, I believe, are the locations for the playoffs. I'll get you guys more information on next week's show on Thursday. We'll be back on Thursday next week. This is just a special Friday edition. I wasn't able to get everything ready for the show today or yesterday, so we did the show today. And I want to thank everybody at Fuel for allowing me to step in and have the show tonight. Appreciate the love. But again, you guys, send in your fan mail questions right here to the Jersey the King show, and it's jerseytheking@gmail. You can definitely send your questions in to me, and I'll ask them and answer them right here live on the show. That's how we get down, man. That's definitely how we get down. But next week I'll be bringing you more on everything that's going on Vegas sports wise. I'll get you guys all the information on the PFL playoffs. If you're into the Professional Fighters League, if you're not into the Professional Fighter League, get into the Professional Fighters League. It's definitely dope. It's MMA league style, season style. Each season these fighters are fighting multiple fights and gaining points. You get 3 points for a win, 3 bonus points for first round finish, 2 bonus points for a second round finish, 3 bonus points for a third round finish, and 1 bonus point, I believe, for a decision win. So there's very much the difference of how it's year round in the UFC. These fighters hold their belts and fight just different fights, and however long they're holding their belt, that's however long they're holding their belt. But in the PFL, these fighters have to fight for the belt each season. They go through regular season, playoffs, and then the championships. And if you win the championship that year, next year you have to go through the regular season, the playoffs, and the championship again, and hope you make it to the championship to defend your belt and become a multi-time PFL champion at your weight class. So it's definitely a different style of MMA than you normally watch with the UFC. So definitely check it out and see what it's all about. You know what I mean? Also, I want to thank the NHL for what they did out here in Las Vegas, putting on a hell of a show at the draft in the Sphere. I really think that every single every single league should hold their draft in Las Vegas at the Sphere. If you haven't seen what the NHL did teaming up with Sphere Las Vegas, go to their Twitter page, their X page, and check out the videos. Amazing, y'all. It was off the hook. When I say amazing, they had the live feed of what was going on when these players were called and drafted and picked. You were able to see them go and hugging their parents, and the just excitement and their reaction and everything on the outside of the sphere. It was the livest thing ever. Amazing job. Shout out to the NHL for that. And I want to thank one of the reps for supplying me with that official special edition NHL draft hat. Thank you so much. That's going to do it for the show tonight. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate the love. I really appreciate the support for all my friends and family. I'm on TV now, y'all. Make sure you download Fuel Sports Network on Roku and Amazon TV and devices. That's the Roku TV, Amazon TV, Roku Stick, and Amazon Fire Stick. Make sure you guys go and download the Fuel Sports Network app and just keep supporting like you're doing. You guys make Fuel what we are and who we are. And we thank you for everything you've done to get Fuel to where it is. As well, thank you to our sponsors, W Energy Powder, Just Meat Jerky, True Victory Apparel, McDougal Bats, as well as Retro Royals Apparel as well. So make sure you guys use all the codes you see. For McDougal Bats, it is Fuel Sports Network. That is the actual code for the McDougal Bats discount. So you guys can go and get your discounts with the Save 10 now, Save 10%, Save 15 now, Save 15%, I believe, as well as you get 15% off with the Fuel Sports Network code for McDougal Bats. So make sure you guys go and check everything out. I love y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the show tonight. I will see y'all tomorrow on the Gridiron with myself and OG Gabriel Garcia. Make sure you check out all the rest of the shows on the Fuel Sports Network lineup all throughout the week. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. And I will see y'all tomorrow morning on the West Coast at 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern for the Gridiron. Holla at your boy, Jersey the King, Kevin, Jersey the King Womble. I'll see y'all next week. Thank you to everybody that's watching.